All right, go.
I'm rocking with Don Kilam.
Let's go. Peace and love, peace and love. Thank God, wig. That's it, y'all. Let me know where y'all tapped in and tuned in from.
Recording in progress.
Well, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. You're now rocking to the sounds and vibrations of your boy, Don Kilam, also known as Malik Kilam. And as always, prosperity is your divine birthright. Peace and love. We chasing the bag. That's what we chasing. We chasing the bizag. This is what we after. You can turn this into gold. You can turn this into silver. Y'all can't tell me the greenbacks is still not efficient. We still getting it. We still accept it, okay? Bands. Blue strips. Blue strips. That's how you want it. That's how you want to look. That's how you want to look. Bands will make her dance. Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills. For peace and love. How's everybody feeling? So, before we get started, I'm not a licensed attorney, tax expert. I do this for educational and informational purposes only. This is me coming to the public. I do this for my school, my private school, school.com/Don-Kilam, SKOOL.com/DONKILAM. But if you're tapping in live, you're getting a piece of Don Kilam right now, free of charge. So when you text Private Life to 702-200-4900 and you're asking questions, just be ready to book a consult. You can ask your parents for free. You can ask Google for free. You understand? So when I'm giving lessons and things like that, I kick out my lives when you ask questions, all of that. Book a consultation if you got questions. I used to be homeless under a bridge just not too long ago. 2017, 2018 was homeless. And you know what led me there? Helping everybody for free. Just think about if you helped your work for free. If you just worked for free and helped everybody for free for 2 weeks straight, that's going to leave you flat on your ass if you have nothing saved. Everything's about barter. Everything's about trade. In America, all right, it's not always about money. It's like, what do you have that's of value? What do you have that you can offer? Because money is being used on resources. So resources is the key at the end of the day. I use my knowledge to obtain resources, okay? So what resources do you have to offer? Sometimes time is truly money. So we work for certain things that will acquire those resources. But with the public trust, the Social Security trust, because the Social Security number is attached to a public trust, that's attached to your labor. That trust is backed by your labor. I will be in Atlanta, Georgia, November 14, 2025. Private Life event. Atlanta, Georgia, November 14, 2025. Private Life event. We will have guest speakers. So far, I got my guy, Gotti. He used to be signed to Cash Money Records. He used to be right under R. Kelly. He came under the record label with R. Kelly and then got signed to Cash Money Records. Now he's an entrepreneur. He does trusts. He does holding companies. He helps independent artists get ahead in life. He does consultations for that if you're in the music game. But multi-millionaire. You want to tap in, talk to him, ask him some questions. That's truthfully. You might learn something. I got my boy Equity. He does the private side. He's even trading now, but he's efficient with the 501c1a trust, making your name a business as well. He knows how to get rid of debt. He's tried and true. We got Monte the Millionaire. His expertise is credit. He can wipe your personal credit and add trade lines and get you to 750 in no time. Trust me, it works. All right. And his way some of his ways might not be conventional, but it works. Then we got the royal minister. He teaches nationality. He knows this stuff, man. He knows the game. He knows the game, man. Nationality. He knows how to do credit as well, trade lines. So this is something you don't want to miss. Atlanta, Georgia, we're going over status correction, private trust, business credit, personal credit, holding companies, offshore trust, and grants. You want to tap in and tune in for this. You do not want to miss this. And then you're going to have a chance to network with like minds. You're going to be able to network with like minds. Because sometimes we just need somebody to talk to about this stuff. Because not everybody's on this. You're part of a small group, an elite group. All right? Again, I'll tell you, when you ask questions on my live, I remove you from my video. I'm not here to answer your questions. I'm here to drop game, dropping sauce. That's what I'm doing. When you ask questions, you fuck up my flow. All right? You want me to be on your level and tailor to your needs? Book a consultation. It's that simple. It's that simple. Straight up. So I'm about to drop you this game right now. If y'all shut up and listen and quit asking questions, I'm going to give you the game. How to go from zero to hero. I'm going to give you a little bit of sauce right now. It starts with over and understanding that your name is a business. That's where I start. That's where I started. That's when my whole life changed. When I understood that there's a public trust and then there's private trust. There's a private sector and then there's a public sector. With the Social Security number, your name is an entity. When you have a birth certificate, your name is an entity. That is their form. Your name is an entity. You can only control what you create. So it's a public trust because you are the beneficiary and you're operating as a trustee, which is commingling. Private trusts aren't established this way. You can be called whatever you want as far as doing business you got to understand your name is a business. You allow the government to make your name a business. And this is called an SPV, a special purpose vehicle. It's used for the United States bankruptcy. They make your name a business with everything. Anytime you sign their forms, certificates, documents, you're handing over rights from your essence. All right? You're giving up your labor as collateral. In America, you can do a business as whoever you want, so you got to learn how to step away from that name. It's called a given name. I want y'all to know you go and control what you create. You did not create this name. It's a given name to you from your mother, all right? A given name to you from your mother. A lot of people don't understand this or comprehend this concept. But as soon as you start comprehending the concept, that's when you're going to start getting these greenbacks. That's when you're going to start getting $100 bills, tens and thousands of dollars. When you understand your name is the business, you can cash in. You're here to live for your legacy. So let me try to make this make sense. How does royalty get handed down? Through the last name, through their lineage. Your lineage has been squandered because you handed it over to the United States government. United States business means United States citizen means United States business. All right? This is under 15 USC 4724E1. United States business means a United States citizen. So there's a difference between being a citizen and being a national. A national, under 8 USC 1101, 821, the term national means a person owing permanent allegiance to a state. I was just helping somebody, and I'm telling you, this stuff makes sense for business owners because they already know how to operate a business. So when they start seeing that their name is the business in America, it starts to make sense because they have assets to protect. I look at the government as a record label because it's what's on the record. What is your record saying? What's the record of your lineage saying? What's the record of your family saying? A lot of people don't even have photo albums no more. They put it on Instagram and Facebook. Now Facebook owns your family essence and energy. Now Instagram owns your family essence and energy. Y'all don't even have home videos no more. YouTube owns your essence and energy. Family paintings. This is how royalty has handed down their history. Family Bibles. They've come in and destroyed the essence of who you think you are. You don't even know your royalty. You don't even know your lineage 7 generations up. And this is what you need to enter and understand. The Amish know their lineage. They know what house they come from. They know what tribe they come from. You know, we can go to Africa right now. Ain't nobody gonna say they're African. You're gonna rep their country. They're gonna rep their tribe. Hey, I'm a Kenyan from this tribe. I'm a Sierra Leonean from this tribe. I'm Nigerian from this tribe. Nobody says they're African. You can go to Brazil. Nobody down there says they're American, but they're American. America's a continent. Africa's a continent. So that's why I'm trying to bring this down to you. Chinese people come from China, not Asia. Nobody says they're Asian. Well, you can say it, but I'm telling you, they're going to tell you. You need to understand the importance of nationality. All right? I hope that makes sense. In America, you can claim your state as your nationality. If you're from Texas, you can be a Texan. Not your own allegiance to the republic. This gets you outside the jurisdiction of the corporate United States. Because under 28 U.S.C. 3002, subsection 15A, United States means federal corporation. These are their laws, not mine. So anytime you say that you're a citizen, you're falling under United States business. You're a corporation. A person means persona. You're supposed to be part of we the people. Let me get some fire emojis, some 100s right now, so I know this is clicking. It's making sense. Because I'm going to show y'all how to start operating differently. It's time to start operating as an informed family. You have to get around informed families. Most people are accepting this Social Security number because they're an uninformed family. It's part of the public trust. I'm getting the fire emojis. I see it. Let me know where you tapped in and tuned in from, too. Loyalty Varsity University says this is different. Yes, it is different because I'm dropping y'all the truth. Real game, tried and true. I sit down with private attorneys, not public ones. Trust attorneys. These are the attorneys you want to deal with. Trust attorneys. Private attorneys that's dealing with private practice. You know, people go to child support court all day. That has nothing to do with family court. These are two different entities. Because when you understand that family law is private law, you will start learning how to protect your family correctly. A business is part of a family. So when you say you're a United States citizen, now you're part of the United States family. But you're at the lowest totem pole. You're at the lowest totem pole. 773 DBTV says, I changed his life for real. Appreciate that. A United States citizen. You don't want to be a persona. A person is a persona. So when you start learning that you become from a family, royal families, that's truly what a religion is established for. They're showing you royal lineages. So when you look at the Christian Bible, Jesus was king. It's a royal lineage of kings. Same way with the Islamic culture in the Quran. Muhammad is royalty. So I need y'all to understand how to tie in your religion as your private tribe, so to speak, your private royal family. Because if you're a true Christian, because, you know, I'm under the Muslim faith, I'm considered a Moor. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole with y'all, but I know which tribe I come from. All right, we started from the tribe of Lot.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Peace and love. It's your boy Don Kilam, and welcome to Dream Keepers Radio, that private life podcast. You're here, tuned in with your boy, and this is brought to you by Follow the Yellow Brick Road by Don Kilam. Search the book on Amazon now. Go get the book and uncover the matrix and how the United States is operating in the financial marketplace. Much peace and love. That makes us a Moabites. You understand the tribe a lot. Incest involved, but when you're using the Christianity Bible, because that's how the United States was established, you gotta understand the 12 tribes. And so you're tribal people by nature already. If you follow the Bible's a fact in the courtroom. No, we come from the land of Canaan. We're Moabites. So I can tie this into my world history and bring it to my family, all right? So you got to be able to do the same thing with yours. Where do you come from? Which royal family do you come from? So I was taught the land of Canaan. I'm a Moab. I'm a Moabite. I'm a Canaanite. And then if you want to take it a step further, because there's all of our history right there. It goes from Moab to Ben Ami. Then we got Milcah. Then we got Iscah. Then we got Nahar. Then we got Abraham. Then we got Sarah. Then we got Terah, the grandfather. Then we got Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, Esau, Joseph. When you have to pin this into your family history, all right? You got to have a creation story, what you say here to do. I need you to know there's no promissory note in the world that can go against the covenant with God. What is your covenant? And people don't even understand these words. So covenant can be used in converse. You got bond covenants, you got contract covenants. So a covenant are formal agreements specifying actions parties will or won't take that are crucial in finance, property, and religion. In finance, they frequently appear in loan and bond terms to safeguard mutual interests. These covenants establish limits to maintain financial integrity. So a promise, agreement, or contract between two parties. So there's no promissory note that can go against the covenant. Let me know that that's making sense. This is why we have to show our law. So with the Muslims, you got Sharia law. Let me break down private law to you now. With the Muslims, you got Sharia law. Sharia, Sharia law. There's a Sharia council. And this is for royal families. And if you're identifying with a birth certificate, they're not going to let you in. You understand? A birth certificate proves that you are a slave. A birth certificate proves who your maker is. Peace and love. Then we got Bet Din. BEIT space DIN. This is Jewish law. And this is why the true Jewish people, they cannot be harmed in the public, because you got the private sector. That's the part of the economy that the government cannot control. And then you got the public sector. And the public sector is the part of the economy that is the government. Think about public defender, public housing, public assistance. So then is the Jewish law. Then you got tribal law. You got tribal courts in America. Think about the Amish, okay? The Amish are self-governed. Tribes are self-governed here in America. They make you think about India, which is Indian, or Indian. Indians are in India. Think about that. But Indian's a jurisdiction. So you don't even think that you're part of a tribe. Most people are tribal people. We're tribal people. And this is when you understand which family you come from, when you discover that, or you can prove it, you got some type of documents, a family Bible, family diary, anything. You can use this at the high courts of justice. I teach people how to become part of the General Assembly as well. You can go to mystatusselect.com and become a national of your state. They'll make you what's it called? They'll make you part of the assembly, and now you're on the land jurisdiction. But we do have higher courts of justice. We got the high courts. They have the King's Bench division. There's the Chancery division. Then they have the family division. I need everybody to understand y'all can do a simple Google search and ask Google, is family law private law? Because you got public law and then you got private law. Private law is outside the scopes of the codes and statutes. The Ten Commandments is private law. People don't understand that. That's private family law. Contract law is private law. So family law is a branch of private law because it regulates relationships between individuals. A true custody dispute is under family law, and that's private law. Private personal matters, divorce, child custody, and adoption, it's all private law. But you make it public when you invite the government in your life. When you get the birth certificate, now the government, now it's public law. Now it's under codes and statutes. When you get the marriage license, now it's public law. When you register your car, public law. When you register your children in school, that's public law now. Because private law is when you have the contracts between your family. All right? People are like, so what am I supposed to use, Don? Baptismal certificates. You can't use a baptismal certificate as identity. Just quit using their forms. Quit using their forms. Baptismal certificates can be used for evidence for U.S. passports. These documents are from the record should include the applicant's full name, date of birth, and place of birth. This is citizenship evidence for a U.S. passport. I'm looking at questions. It says, what can I use instead of a birth certificate for a passport? And it says a baptismal certificate. So just know, baptismal certificates, that's the church. It used to be church versus the state. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. Y'all sign up at the school. I'll show y'all how to get the baptismal certificate through the Moors. Or you can just go to Universal Life Church, get ordained, and create your own baptismal certificate. Hope this is making sense to everybody. So, understanding the public trust is only used as a bankruptcy mechanism to discharge. Everyone speaks on HJR 192. You can only discharge with this. There is no national money in the public. And the private is gold, silver, platinum, real money. Americans go against the dollar, but private banking is international banking. Understand that. Private banking is international banking. People always ask how to use the EIN as a social on a job as well. You can. But I'm telling you, you should be an entrepreneur. Learn how to create your own businesses and contract with people. The all caps name is a person. It's a business. It turns you into a business. Private families create and make the government. So you have to learn how to become part of that private family. Say it again, private families make and create the government. So you must learn how to become a private family through private trust. That's all that it is. Everything is private trust. You're keeping track of your family instead of government keeping track of the family. And that's what I got for y'all today. I'm about to go smoke. I dropped a lot of game. Make sure y'all text Private Life to 702-200-4900. Again, text Private Life to 702-200-4900. Y'all can, Atlanta's where y'all want to be at, man. Y'all want to learn some more game? November 14th and 15th. The 15th, I'm doing private trustee training. And gonna go over a lot of game, man. From status correction, gonna go over some court cases, how you can beat your court cases that have that have no victims on the case. If you got child support issues, we help with that as well. And show y'all how to get that bag, filing tax credits. Once you start operating in a trust correctly, you can assign debt to a trust. That's the only thing that's happening anyways. But another thing I want you to understand, again, quit asking me questions. Another thing I want y'all to understand is this. Your name is already a trust. Your name is already a trust. It's already a trust. So they're already assigning debt to the trust. What you want to learn is accounting. They have accounting rules, accounting law. There's always accounts, okay? GAAP, General Accepted Accounting Principles. Because anytime you owe a debt or something like that, it's an account, that's accounting law. They're under bankruptcy. There's bankruptcy law. So you need to learn these laws. Learn contract law. They got you under contracts. That's the only thing that's going down. So text Private Life 702-200-4900. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, November 14th and 15th. I'll make sure you get that information or click the link in the bio on the Instagram, which is Kilam_legacy. Much peace and love.
Flavor Flav in the building. Yo, Don Kilam, keep doing your thing, G. Hey, yo, check 1, 2. This is Flavor Flav in the building, you know what I'm saying? Word up. Hey, yo, make sure y'all check out the song bars, you know what I'm saying? Word up by my man Don Kilam. You heard? A Fresco King. Yeah, boy. You know what time it is. Make sure y'all check out the bars by my boy. All right? Flavor Flav in the building. Yo, Don Kilam, keep doing your thing, G.